Sales is the driving force of every business. And before a side hustle can become a business, it needs sales. Well, today, with AI and the AI sales revolution that we've just been a part of, it's never been easier to drive revenue and make it rain in your business. Hi, I'm Violet Rainwater. I am a sales architect and a Gen X business owner. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you the latest and greatest ways that you can start using AI in every step of your sales process. So, when it comes to sales, where I always like to start whenever I build sales systems for my clients, I always start with research. And if I'm being completely transparent here, that's something that I didn't do when I first started my sales career in 1998. But today, with everything we have access to, it's never been easier to do research and create a target market analysis, which then will give us an ideal client persona. So that way, when we're creating any kind of email campaigns, copy, social media posts, whatever it is, we are very clear on who it is we are serving, what their pain points are, and how we can help them. So I'm going to share my screen right now, and I'm going to show you how I use AI on the daily to really research and get clear on who these ideal client personas are for my customers. So right now I'm sharing my screen and opening up ChatGPT, where I am using a custom GPT that I have trained specifically for sales. Now, if you don't have a paid version, if you're on the free version of ChatGPT, you could do the same strategy. So whatever I'm doing here, you could do. But I will say that getting the premium membership, the $20 a month, is going to be so worth it just from these custom GPTs as well. So you're going to be seeing throughout this video how I use various custom GPTs to get to what I want. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and you're going to see me speaking into this custom GPT what I want. I personally am better verbally. You might be better in written format. So by all means, you can do the same thing through written format. Here, I just want you to notice how I basically just share everything on my mind when it comes to finding the target market analysis and ideal client persona, and how ChatGPT does all the heavy lifting for me. Today, we're going to be creating a target market analysis for one of my clients. He owns a design and architect firm, and they are looking to get in front of more hotels. And the target market here are general managers who are in charge of renovations and redesign. And some of their pain points in this industry are that there's just too many hands in the pot. For a lot of them, just the word renovation makes them want to cringe because these projects takes months, if not years. And so many things can go wrong. And so today, what we really want to do is create a target market analysis for the general managers as well as hotel engineers who are sometimes spearheading these renovations, and really get clear on who they are and create an ideal client persona that identifies their pain points and how my client can really help them, because he does everything from A to Z, and his team brings together over 100 years of experience in creating amazing redesign and renovations that not only are beautiful, but drive that move the needle, that really create that ROI. So please create a target market analysis, and from that, an ideal client persona based on the information I just gave you. So as you can see, it doesn't have to be in any kind of formal format, like you can literally just speak your mind. So if you have some ideas in mind and you want a little clarification, that's where ChatGPT comes in. But look at how quickly it gives me what I need. Now, as a sales architect, I've been creating target market analysis and ideal client personas for my clients for over the last 7, 8 years. And it has never taken me as little time as it does now. Now, is this 100% done? No, usually it's somewhere between 80 to 95%. And I go in there and I just change a few things today, for the purpose of saving some time, we're just going to run with what we get because I want you to see how I use AI to create content and then use that content with AI to create more content. So, right here we have pain points and challenges. So, this is the target market analysis. And here it is. It's creating an ideal client persona for me. Look at that detail. Personality traits, pain points, how my client's firm can help. Right here, turnkey renovation expertise, speed and efficiency. I didn't even say some of these things, but it picks it up based on the information that I gave them. And so, key messaging strategy, which actually is going to be the next phase of our sales process and how we can use AI. So, let's just stay with what we have here. I want you to note how quickly we were able to create a target market analysis and an ideal client persona. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to simply copy this, okay? And we're going to go in to another custom GPT that I like to use specifically for strategy. And we're going to paste this in and simply ask this GPT, can you please use this and give me a strategy to get in front of these prospects? That's all I'm going to say. Let's see what they come up with. Now, usually, what I will say, this is a co creation process. So, a lot of people are worried AI is going to replace them. AI can't replace you because it needs you. It needs you to create and needs you to build this. So, look at this strategy that's coming up, a multi channel targeting strategy. What I love about this is being a strategist. I've been creating strategies for so long, but I love using this as ideas that I haven't maybe thought of. So here we have direct outreach to GMs, optimized LinkedIn presence, educational content strategy, which is beautiful because these are all the things that I did for my client. And here, strategic industry partnerships, partner with hotel management associations, franchise and brand specific networks. And then they even give us some lead generation tactics, paid ads, all the different ways that we can get in front of our prospects. And so you see how easy this was. This took minutes. And as someone who used to start from scratch and do the research with Google and, really understand the industry, this has been a huge time saver for me. And each time I have a client, I create a custom GPT and train it on that customer in their brand voice based on the pain points that we're solving. So anytime I go back, I already have this custom trained GPT. Again, you need the paid version of ChatGPT for this. All right, so we went over how to do research and how to create a strategy from that research. Now we're going to take a look at how to use AI in our prospecting efforts. Now, in the old days, when I used to say prospecting or even think about prospecting, it meant that we either had to go and get in front of our customer or dial for dollars. I remember my first year in the financial service industry. I worked at Merrill Lynch as a stockbroker, and I was so proud of that. And when I finally got my license, the manager handed me a white pages. You guys remember that? And told me to dial for dollars. Oh God, was that painful? Not only did I have no idea what the heck I was selling, but I didn't know what to say. I didn't know anything about this person. How could I call them and sell them an investment? Well, times have changed because the greatest opportunity for us is to start showing up on social media because that's the top of the funnel. Now our prospects can find us, which was impossible when I started in business. And even, 10 years ago, we didn't have this opportunity. And I know when I talk about starting to share your thoughts, your videos, your thought leadership on social media, it can make people really nervous. And I get that. I used to be nervous too. But you know what? Here's what I tell all my clients. There's a reason you're here in this time point when we have this kind of technology so you can share your expertise. For my Gen Xers friends, a lot of you are bringing 25, 30, 35 years of experience. Yes, you need to show up and share your thought leadership. Now, as someone who has been a content creator for 10 years, I know how easy it is to get burnt out. And that's why I love using AI, because it allows me to stay consistent without burning out, because it takes the heavy lifting off me. So here I'm going to share my screen where I'm going to go to a custom GPT called Cornelius. This is a content master GPT. And I'm simply going to ask Cornelius to create a content strategy for me. So let me go back to here. Linky. Let's see here. It's still in here. So I put this in here. Okay. So my target market analysis, my ideal client persona that I created in seconds with ChatGPT, I'm going to put it in here and give it some instruction. Today, we are creating a content strategy based on the target market that my client, that owns a design and architect firm, based on who he's going to be wanting to get in front of, and who he wants to really capture the attention of. Create a content strategy for me that includes 4 pillars based on pain points and how my client can support them and help them to really establish expertise, like the go-to expert when it comes to hotel renovation based on these content pillars. And so from the content pillars, then create a plan for like the next 90 days with a goal of getting really established in that thought leadership, and sharing insights with that target market. Now, sometimes when I speak into it, like I'm on fire, I'm on a roll, and sometimes I'm like trying to find my words. The beauty is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because look at how quickly ChatGPT gets back to me. And if there's something that I need to go back to, remember, this is a co-creative process. I come back and I give it feedback. We're not going to be doing a ton of that today because I just want you to get an idea of what you can do. You can go into ChatGPT, the free version, and speak into it just like I did. Now, you will have to get the voice app feature, or you can speak into it, transcribe it, and put it in here, or simply write it. That's fine too. But look at this 4 content pillars: blog posts, LinkedIn article, video case studies, social media post series, webinars, maximizing revenue and guest experience during renovation. So these are the 4: efficiency advantage, simplifying hotel renovation, maximizing revenue, cost transparency and smart budgeting, and future proofing hotels, sustainability and brand compliant design. Now, when I'm with my customer, what I do is I ask them how these sound. Because what you don't want to do is start creating content if it's not a hell yes. So if any of these is not a hell yes, we will ask ChatGPT for a different one. Here's our 90-day content plan. Month 1, the goal is to build awareness and thought leadership. Number 2, strengthen credibility and engagement. Month 3, drive conversions and business leads. Again, I can come in here and I can give instructions on how to go deeper. And then what I love it is it even gives us an outcome. By the end of the 90 days, my client's firm will be seen as the go-to hotel renovation expert, right? So we've gone over how to use it for research, strategy, prospecting, and now how to nurture those relationships that are already in your book of business. Nurturing is a way that I stay top of mind of my prospects and even my customers, my past clients, my current clients. And the way that we can use AI for that is by creating content that lets us stay in front of them that is highly valuable to them. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. If you have yet to start using LinkedIn, and if you're looking for a way to really make a splash, one of my favorite strategies that I use, that I implement for my clients, is to create a LinkedIn newsletter. Because not only are you able to have that thought leadership and establish yourself as the expert, but now you can create email templates that have a link to your newsletter to get more subscribers. I always say you want to reach out to your prospects and to those leads with something to talk about. You guys remember that song? Let's give them something to talk about. Same thing in sales, right? If you don't have anything like juicy to talk about, it's not going to blow their skirt up. It's not going to grab their attention. So we always want to have topics that grab their attention. So I'll give you an example. We did this with my client that wants to have more hotel opportunities, and we decided to talk about tariffs. And let me tell you, friends, this was the most successful campaign I've ever run for anyone. Why? Because it's such a hot topic. So let me show you how I use AI to create those LinkedIn newsletters. So we can use the same custom built GPT here and ask it to create a LinkedIn newsletter for us, specifically for this audience. So here's how I'm going to do that. Great. Now let's take a topic and create a LinkedIn newsletter. Let's talk about tariffs and their effect on our industry. This one for my clients. Basically, how a lot of times when people move forward with a project, they pay a deposit. But like that furniture doesn't ship until maybe 6 months later. So now projects that were decided and budgeted 6 months ago, now they're coming in 30% higher that they have to pay because that furniture hasn't left yet. And you pay the tariffs, you pay that fee when it actually comes into the United States. And so, what we want to do in this LinkedIn newsletter is really spread awareness on how tariffs are affecting this industry and what my client is doing in order to really stop the bleeding. Finding other countries that don't have tariffs, maybe India specializes in, carpeting or chairs or, something like that. And then England specializes in something else. So finding other countries where they can use them to avoid that, or even using local companies to avoid the tariffs fee altogether. So create a LinkedIn newsletter that really captures their attention. It has some great bullet points, and a call to action that if they have a renovation coming up and they would like to have a complimentary call to discuss it, please use the link below. Let's see what comes up here for us. Isn't this amazing? Look at how quickly we were able to do that. Now, last but certainly not least, another way that you can use AI is retention. This is where you're able to stay in front of your current customer. And this is great through an email marketing campaign or a sales campaign for your prospects if you're just wanting to stay in front of them. And that's by using AI to create an email marketing campaign. And so I'm going to show you how I use AI to create an omni-channel email marketing campaign that incorporates LinkedIn and video and different calls to action. Maybe there's watch this testimonial video or download our freebie. So we can do all of that with AI. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go to my business strategist, and I'm simply going to ask, please create a custom email campaign for my customer's database where he's trying to get in front of more hotel general managers and help them solve their problems in their renovation process. Use an omni-channel approach that incorporates LinkedIn, that incorporates email templates, some emails with video, some emails with a downloadable freebie. And here it's going to just in minutes give us what we need. Look at that. Campaign overview, target audience. It gives me everything right there. So friends, in this video, we discussed 5 ways. You don't have to use all 5. Just try one. Try one. It's not enough to know about AI. You have to apply it. You have to implement it and use it and make it your friend. And when you do, it's going to change the trajectory of your business and your life from the Gen X network, where we teach Gen Xers how to innovate, elevate, thrive, and rock on.